Greetings. We are here talking to a person I call the ornament lady. Okay, Merry Feith. You may not recognize the name, but you're sure going to recognize this story. She has so far painted or created 35 different Saginaw landmarks on Christmas ornaments. How did you get started in this?
Well, I've been into art ever since I was a little girl.
Right.
My daddy had built us easels and everything, and just exposed to a lot of art through my life. And I have a lot of ornaments on Mackinac Island
Okay.
at a shop called Island Breeze. And I ran into Marcia because I had an art show there back in 2009 at Andersen. And I said, hey, what do you think about this? And her and Nancy Kepke, and Lori Rittenberry, just grew and grew. And
And here we are.
here we are.
Oh, you said 2009. Okay. All hand painted, every single one?
Yes.
Oh my God. How many would you, of the 35 that's in your repertoire now, how many bulbs have you painted over? Bulbs, right?
I had my husband Leo check because he keeps track of the invoices. It's about 600.
Okay, not as bad as I thought. Okay, I was afraid it would be 2,000.
If you add special orders, it might be about 700.
Okay, all right. So I was going to name, we can't name all 35, but you've done the Bean Bunny, Castle Museum, Spots Bread, yeah, the Lee Mansion, the Saginaw Zoo Train and Carousel, what used to be the Bancroft, White's Bar, and Potter Street Station, a very varied thing. What was your very first one?
It was actually the Saginaw Waterworks, this one right here.
Okay. Oop, there we go.
There we go.
Oh, yeah. I didn't list that one, though. Well, yeah. Okay. And what led you to that one? Why was that first?
Well, because it's very traditional for the lighting of the city, in the heart of the city, and it's such a neat event going on.
Okay. And what's your most recent one?
My most recent one is Holly's Landing.
Oh my gosh, that goes way back, doesn't it? Yes. Okay.
It does. And if I could say, Janet, my husband Leo, when we were dating, he was the house entertainer there.
Oh, okay.
So that was what brought. Can you see it? Okay.
Yeah.
That's what brought me to Holly's Landing. And if you look really closely, when we used to pull in the parking lot, it had on stage Leo Feith.
Nice. Okay, I could sort of see that. I couldn't see what it's little plug there. Okay.
Yes.
What's been the most popular seller?
I would say Hoyt Park. Oh. And that's pretty much tied with the Waterworks. But here's the Hoyt Park.
Oh, the warming house. Okay. Oh, and the okay.
With the little skaters.
And what's one that didn't sell as well and you thought it might?
That would be the Saginaw Art Museum.
That's a beautiful building. Yeah.
I know. And at first, I did not have the garden. And the garden is such a special part of the art. I'm very crooked on this. Such a special part of the Saginaw Art Museum. There's so many events going on. And now that I'm teaching art classes every second Saturday there, I've discovered the garden. So I wanted to add that this year.
Okay.
So,
a different ornament then, because you can't.
It's a different one. Yes. Yeah. Yes. I've rather discontinued the one without the garden, and now I'm doing this one.
What's been a surprise of those 35 that you thought, and all of a sudden, all sorts of people are buying it?
Probably the Holy Spirit or Holy Family.
Okay.
That would probably be the one.
And what 35? What are other landmarks that are in your mind?
For future?
Yeah.
Well, my very first job was at Town and Country at Green Acres.
Oh, that's the store. Okay.
Yes. Right. And I understand that there used to be a store downtown on Genesee.
Yes.
I'm desperately searching for a picture of that building so that I can paint it. I've talked to my friend Linda. She can't locate a picture of it, which is unusual. I know. Because she was Linda from Town and Country.
Yeah.
And so as soon as I find one, I want to paint that with little shoppers carrying their little daisy bags.
You might want to check with Tom Trombley at the Castle Museum. They have all sorts of research that they could do on that. There's got to be a picture somewhere. Yeah. Right.
Great idea.
What who tends to buy them? If I know you don't see a lot of them because they're on concession, but
Yeah.
when you do events, who tends to buy them? Age-wise, Saginaw people, who?
Actually, I've had all different ages. Not children yet, but in their 20s all the way up to their 80s, 90s. I'm art director at Wellspring, so I've had some of my ladies there in my art classes order some ornaments, and some of my friends of my mom when she lived at Wellspring. And so it's all different ages, really. It's a bit large demographic, and that's why I try to stick to Daniel's Den is another one I want to do.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
yeah, that would get some of the baby boomers, some of the middle agers and stuff to be interested in that. But then I also like to do some of the really old stoic buildings too, to get some of the real senior citizens to get those happy memories in their hearts. That I went there, I remember that.
Have you ever done yet? I didn't see it on the list. We have a lot of historic homes. Have you done any of those?
Not to the date. Lee Mansion is the only one that I've done, but that would be a very good series to introduce. Good idea.
And do some people tend to buy more than one, or do they come back and buy more, or do you not track that?
Sometimes they do. On some special orders, I've had a lady just order 6 bulbs of Provenzanos
Oh,
that
okay.
I've never painted before.
Okay. And they probably do that. Maybe some employers do that for employees or something. That would be kind of fun. So you do boy, that's hard to say, commissions, correct?
I do.
Yeah. What's kind of the lead? I'm assuming it's a little late now for Christmas. What's the lead time if somebody was interested?
About 2 weeks.
Oh, not bad. Okay. The one thing I've always wondered, all hand painted, how long does it take to do one, or does that vary with the detail?
It can vary with the detail, but normally, once I have them down, and I've done a few of them, maybe 2.5 hours.
Oh my gosh, that's a long time. That's a long time for $30. I'm sorry.
I know.
And what is it, acrylic, watercolor? What media is it?
Acrylic.
Acrylic, that's what I figured. And it's only the front. The back is a plain ornament, right? A plain part. Yep.
Correct.
Yep. She sent me her bio, people. I would be here for 2 hours reading it. But she made reference to the fact that her father made her first easel at age 5. She painted homegrown pumpkins, which he sold. She got extra credit for history notes during school. And her father used to take the family on history tours of Saginaw, hence the connection, painting and ornaments, correct? Is that
Yes.
what happened? Right. And there we go. When I say you paint something over and over, is it, if you found a white park, would it be exactly the same, or is there a little difference depending?
With art, that there's never exactly perfectly the same.
Right.
No, just and one of the gals, if I can mention an artist's name, a local artist,
Sure.
she is Susie McColgan.
Oh yeah.
She purchased one of my white parks, and she suggested put a wreath on the front of it, and I did, and I continued to do that. So I always admired her art, so I took that as a huge compliment.
And like you said, now you're going to go back and do the garden, which is, because even painting the garden, you can show the building in the background of the art museum. I mean,
Yes.
that could be really, really cool. So has there been one that was a real challenge of all the 35 that really was more time consuming, detailed?
Oh, yes, maybe probably more than one.
Okay.
And
Yeah, right. Now, why are they only on sale exclusively at the Andersen Enrichment Center?
I wanted to offer that to Andersen. They were really good to me when I had my first art show there, and I just enjoy working with Lori and Marsha and Tom and Nancy.
Yeah, yep. So anybody can go anytime, and she has them on sale there. They're open. I think it's 9 to 3 weekdays. But
Absolutely.
But coming up is a really neat thing. It's their annual Andersen Enrichment Center's annual Holiday Art Mart, which takes place Wednesday, November 3rd from 10 to 6. And you are a special guest from 3 to 6,
Yes.
along with your husband who's going to be performing. So you'll be actually painting, and then it says personalizing. Now, what does that mean? You autograph them, so to speak?
Yes, I will be autographing them, and I will also, if somebody wants to have their dates put on there or a name or something, they can do
Oh,
so.
okay. Now, is that an extra cost?
I believe that Andersen has set that cost for $2 for the personalization, but the signing is no cost.
Oh, okay, okay, for the okay.
Yeah, my signature's no cost.
Okay. But why? What's the Andersen charging?
$2
For what though?
to have it customized. If you want a name on there or a date.
Oh, if you sign your name, no charge. If
Right.
they want, okay.
Yeah.
Any other? Or I know you brought a bunch home. If you got a couple of other, what's some of your favorites you could show us?
Well, if I could show you, this is one of my favorites. I don't have the ornament with me. It's at Andersen.
Okay.
But we have started doing gesso boards. If I could show that to you. It's a little 5x5.
Sure. Oh, 5-inch by 5-inch.
And here it is.
Aren't those cute? Oh,
This
my.
is the zoo train. We all remember going to the zoo.
Yep. So how many of those have you done?
This is my first.
Okay. And those,
I did borrow it from Andersen. It belongs at Andersen.
okay. So are those for sale too at this event or no?
They are for sale at Andersen, and I can do any of the landmarks on the gesso boards.
Oh,
I've done about 10 of them now. Here's the Moonies.
oh, there's Moonies. Yeah. Where's the ice cream? Okay.
I know. I need ice cream. We need ice cream. Ice cream is good any time of the day.
Yep.
The Temple Theater.
Temple Theater. Okay.
Yeah. And what I've done with the bulbs with the Temple Theater also, and I can do with the gesso board, is if someone has their reception there, I can put their name on the marquee.
Oh, well, that'd be cool. All right.
Or an anniversary party.
Whatever. Yeah.
Favorite group. Now Andersen did loan this to me. This is from them. This is just one of their pictures. Is it showing?
Yeah, I'm getting a reflection, but that's okay. Hold it up anyway. Hold it up.
Here, let me pull it out.
Oh, there we go.
And is
Oh,
that good?
yep.
And they do put this online. There's two more pictures.
Okay, so people can see. What's that middle one on that would be your left. Is that no, wait, where am I? Second row down. Is that a school? Is that like Arthur Hill?
That is Arthur Hill. I have done Arthur Hill, Saginaw High. I did a stone school for my best friend. She retired from there. But that's not on the picture. That wasn't on the list. It was just, as a gift for her. And yeah.
What are some of your favorite landmarks in I mean, everybody loved to be money.
Thank you.
What are yours that you really love to paint because it touches you in some way?
I know I've already held it up. I would say the Hoyt Park.
Okay.
Because, my dad taught us how to skate. And the neat thing is my dad lost his leg in a car accident, and he still was able to maintain a skating rink by us in our backyard, in our neighbor's yard, and shoveled it with one leg. And he taught us to skate when I was really little, and I used to skate every weekend, roller skate. And then I would say some of the buildings I don't remember, but when I was a kid, but I would say probably like the Peace Lutheran building too, because that's our church. That's where I went to school. That one's very special where my husband and I got married.
Yep.
I painted the Saginaw Club. That's a very nice one to paint.
It would be, yeah. Now that would have detail, wouldn't it?
Oh my goodness, it does. That one is exclusive at the Saginaw Club, though.
Oh.
It's
okay.
That one we kept exclusive there. We do music there too, so that's how that one came to my heart. But do you have any favorite buildings in Saginaw?
Bean Bunny. That's not a building. That's buildings. Oh boy. Definitely the art museum. Definitely there because of its history. And now that you're including the garden, which has history, I love everything in Saginaw. So,
Me too.
so you were born and raised here, so you kind of grew up. Yep. Okay. Anything else you want to add? Because I want to stress that people need to show up at the Andersen Enrichment Center at 120 Ezra Rust on November 30th, particularly from 3 to 6. No admission, free admission. They got holly for sale. They got cookies for sale. They got, I think it's 18 art vendors, of which you're one. What else? They got hot chocolate and coffee. They got a silent auction. It's a fun event, but it's going to be, you've never done this 3 to 6 type autographing thing, have you?
This is new this year. They want
Yeah.
to extend the hours
Yeah.
for more people to be able to come that have to work more during the day
Right.
and stuff. And I think it'll be an exciting event. We are looking forward to it, definitely.
Now, what kind of music does Leo play?
For this, he's going to be doing mostly Christmas songs.
Okay.
But normally we have been house entertainers at the Bavarian Inn Lodge. Leo's been there off and on since they opened, and Zenders. And so we do a lot of John Denver. We even do Africa by Toto and Weezer. Brick House.
Okay.
Leo went in the studio and made. And I play the keyboards and do some harmonies while Leo does the lead singing and guitar. We do acoustic. We do the background. We do some Christian music. Leo's dad was actually an accordion player, and he played a couple of. I know.
Poor accordion players.
Oh, I know. Sue Smith comes to mind, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Accordion.
There you go. Good. I just look at your talents, though. Your music. You're an artist. You paint pumpkins. It's just.
That's sweet. That's sweet. And I was a Miss Saginaw County finalist when I was young.
Okay. So one thing we couldn't quite tell, and I don't know how you measure an ornament, but what's the sort of dimensions, if you can tell people? When you hold them up, I can't even tell. Are they 3 inches wide, or how can something wide be wide? But anyway.
They're about 2.6 inches, 2.57 to 2.64 inches around. And
Okay.
then those are glass ornaments. Now we do have, with the shortages of everything, I've had to move to shatterproof on some. My ornaments on Mackinac Island are moving to shatterproof, which are about 3 inches around.
Okay.
And eventually, if it goes well for Andersen to have the shatterproof, we will probably move into that sometime. But we do have many glass ornaments right now. So we're still continuing with glass at Andersen.
And I should have mentioned too, Andersen is one of the 35, correct?
Andersen is one of the yes, it is, and also the garden.
Oh, yeah.
The Rose Garden.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else you want to cover that I haven't covered yet?
Oh well, you cover so well. I don't know. This is a blast. I love this.
I should have done this long before, but you just don't always think of it. And then when they added this, that you'll actually be there painting, 2.5 hours, you said 2 to, God.
And designing them takes even longer.
Yeah. And how long for one of those, gesso? What is that? What does that mean exactly?
The gesso boards?
Yeah. What is it?
They're actually, they're kind of, there's a wooden backing to them.
Okay.
And they're a little thicker, so you can set them on the shelf.
Okay.
Or you can hang them on the back.
Okay.
Or you can put them on an easel. And then on the front, it's gesso. Gesso is like a white paint, if you will, that just kind of covers the board to make it smooth. And on my ornaments, I normally put a gesso around it.
Okay.
First. And then that gives me like a little frame or a little canvas to paint on. Now when I paint, and I do paint pets, I don't have any examples of pets with me because, of course, those who ordered them have them.
Right.
And
okay.
for them, I normally don't do a gesso background. I just paint the little faces, and I try to pick out, like, the little dog has a little ear that sticks up, or
fun.
a little, certain colors in their fur, or a little kitten that has a certain paw a certain way. And I normally do more. I don't normally do the whole entire body of the pet.
Okay.
I want them to see their faces.
Okay.
And I have done some. When you asked about houses, I haven't done any historical houses, but I have done some houses for different people. I do have a dear friend that has asked me to do her family farm.
That would, okay, yep.
A series of that for her, and I'm looking forward to doing that too.
Do the majority of these, I should look at the whole list, do the majority of the 35 take place in the city of Saginaw?
Yes,
Yeah,
good
okay,
question.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's lots of historic things in the whole county, or do you just want to stick to Saginaw City right now?
Well, I am open to paint the entire county, but in Anderson, they like to stick to the city of Saginaw. So
Okay,
that's
that,
at
that,
Anderson. That's what's available. Is the
that's all
city.
right. All right. Well, people, if
Yeah.
you keep in mind, you can go anytime that they're open, and you have like how many? You have quite a few different variety there routinely.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes. I'm going to be painting between now and
yeah.
Holly Mart, and there are special orders that people get and everything. So if there are out of something you want at Anderson, please just order it. You just go in there and you order it.
It was really funny. Marcia the other day, I think she was the only person there, and she was late responding to something I needed, and she said, "It's been nuts. I sold 9 ornaments, and nobody's here but me."
I know, I love it. She's like, it's been crazy. They were flying out the door. We didn't have time to do our work.
So, so people can go on their own, but like I said, I'll say it again, the Holly Mart. Okay, it's been a pleasure, and keep on painting. Okay.
Oh, it's been a pleasure too. Thank you,
Okay.
Janet.
All right.
Thank you.